um, finishing up this music for Bram's Presser, the video series on books, talking about books. We're finishing that up, and we might even use a real guitar today, depending on how this goes. I think that might be the better way to go. So let's see. I decided to put that part up an octave because I think I'm going to double the bass on the guitar at an octave. I think for this we might rather have the Rhodes doing chords. Instead of this thing. So let's try that first. See if we can find a good chord spot, because this is already pretty, I think, cool. Just sort of changing the timing on this organ line. Alright, Wild Things. Yeah, I think that'll be better. And yeah, we definitely got to get the drums to chill out a little bit, I think. We'll do that after we lay down this guitar part and Rhodes part. So it's actually a Rhodes, this sound. It's just through a gnarly guitar amp. I'm thinking just something like that. Let's try that. Maybe that. Let's try that. Changing the rhythm. Let's try that. These are all pretty much the same. He said something in chat, guys. Molly. Alright. I don't know if I really love that either. What we're going to do is put a real guitar in. This is the first time I've used an actual audio track in a speedwriting session. Oh, hang on. This is going to be a lot of stuff around my neck. So, like, streaming has got so much gear. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, so we're going to see how it sounds with a real electric guitar. It's going to sound probably clean at first. Oh, and I have to switch it on the console. I gotta get my phone out of here. It's making little noises. Okay. Well, that's actually kind of bad. Okay, hold on. That was funny. It's like it was distorted till the string was in tune and then it was clean. Like, that's not how distortion works. Again, like, that's funny. These are, I want to say they're brand new strings. I just put them on a couple days ago and haven't really played this guitar. But I don't know if you guys can see this. Strings are already, see that? Like right here? Here? Like they're already rusted. They already rusted in the pack. So I have to put another new set of strings on this guitar, but I figure the client wanted it grungy, so I specifically put on rusty strings for the project. Yeah, it's Brandon Vitrano. Welcome. It's PRS, I think it's from 2000 or 2002. It's a McCarty. I bought it from a guy out here. I think that's the line. Yeah, it's great, dude. It plays like butter. I mean, I didn't have to do anything. Like most time I get a guitar, I have to set it up a lot. I mean, I just I just did a little thing to the bridge. Actually, I'm gonna change the strings, which I'll probably change back. But um, yeah, it's great. Unfortunately, look what happened. This thing has been set up in the live room on a guitar stand, and it took a spill, and there's like this weird crack now on the headstock. Ah, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of on the side here, and on the front you can see this. But luckily it's got like this super, it's pretty indestructible like resin stuff on it, so I'm hoping it's just cosmetic. So it's just got a little bit of bite because I'm kind of hitting that preamp kind of hard, the Neve, and I guess, do I want a low cut? Maybe not, just in case. And let's see what the compressor's doing. Actually, let's try this. This is kind of a cool trick you can do on this 1176. You can put all the ratios. Yeah, it's punchier and a little more distorted. All right. Hit it a little harder. Wow, that's like too much, I guess. All right, let's try it. We'll see what happens. This is speedwriting after all. We can't fuss over the details too much. Do the intro first, right? I'm gonna maybe zero that out. Oops. Yeah, we could just do the intro down there. I guess, right? Yeah, let's try it. Okay. I forgot to change the input track. I wasn't looking at what I was doing. Channel 5? Why is it coming through 5? Oh yeah, wait, why is it coming through channel 5? Is the Trident in 4? I gotta look at my in-out setup. Alright. Whatever. Here we go. Am I playing that line wrong? What is the bass doing? Something didn't sound quite in unison. Oh, right, the last one's. Okay, that's what it was. Forgot I changed that. Okay, that's cool. It's too loud. Okay, is the timing of the guitar the bass? Did I quantize this? Oh. Good cutoff there, though. Did I still do that wrong? No, okay, I didn't. It just sounds a little off. That's alright. And now what happens when we bring the Rhodes back? Probably nothing good. Let's see. Alright, now everything together. Whoops. Poor computer doesn't like streaming audio at the same time it's recording. Can't blame it. Alright. Let's do a fresh one on the guitar, just in case. So we have a little bit more to choose from, since it's not MIDI. But I don't want you. There we go. Wait, what the heck? Okay, that's what I thought. I'm psyching myself out here. Ha! Okay. This one you're gonna play through it no matter what. Oh, my computer. The capture card is coming today, guys. It's coming today. This will be the last stream where this happens. Alright, let's try the second half of that. This? Eh. It almost sounds like it could be an anime intro. but I mean, obviously with much worse production value so far. All right, we'll keep that. And then what are we doing for this? We have chords. All right, let's do one more here. Now let me really check what's going on with the bass line here. Da-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-dum ba-dum bum bum ba-da-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Da-da-dun-dun-dun ba-da-dun da-dun-dun bum bum da-dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay. Nah. Huh. Alright, so I just did a little octave up too, just in case. That's the thing when you record audio. You want to record more than you think you're going to need because you can't just go back and edit it the way you can with MIDI. And you can't duplicate it and change things and make variations the same way. It's like, if you want to do that, it's a lot more work. Or you got to re-record it, which is also more work. So that's why I'm hesitant to sort of jump headfirst into audio if I can avoid it in a speed writing session. So, yeah. Anyway, hopefully that's all we have to do. That's not MIDI for this project. I'm already kind of happy about it. I'm going to throw a little, I don't know, I guess a little bit of reverb will do a little plate and a little bit of delay. Let's see what happens for the intro. Too much delay on the roads. That reminds me of the Trigun intro. I don't know if you guys watched that anime Trigun. It's kind of old at this point. That anyway, for some reason. It's cool how that worked out. Yeah, alright. So what I'm going to do is just turn the velocity on this down. It's a mixing trick. Okay. We're not going to fully quantize these, but just nudge them. Call this. Okay, so now, I don't know if you guys have heard enough of the same drum measure over and over again, but I know I certainly have. So, what I'm going to do is track the intro first into the arrangement view so that we can build a drum part, and then we can bring it back into the loop. I'm going to go into the other view for this, I think. So there's our loop. Now, so what is the... So that thing is just wilding. What if we just cancel it? Yeah. And then we bring it in here, but how about not all of them? Yeah. So what I'm doing is cutting these MIDI. These were just the same MIDI section auto-duplicating because it was looping recording from the session view. That's one of the kind of benefits of Ableton. But now what I'm doing is kind of by hand adding how many cymbals I want in here. The kick and snare pattern I think is fine, at least for the intro. Yeah. And we'll, for the last one, let's go for it kind of like how it was. Not quite as much as how it was, but almost. Let's see how that goes. Oops, that was the wrong one. Okay, that's too much. How did it get away with that before? Yeah. That sounds a little bit more like what we want the drummer to do. The drummer was like in love with his crash cymbal. Oh, let's make this one thing. First of all, we have to join this now as, we'll call that intro drums. It's the long intro drums though. Just remember that. Copy that. Bring that back in here. Okay, so now it's here. Let's make sure that's good. Why are those getting so quiet? Those building, if anything. Like they did the first time somehow. Oh, because I wasn't. That's I know. There we go. All right, cool. So now what's going on with the second intro? It's the intro melody version. Let's try and this probably will work. I think a ride cymbal. We got a ride? That's what we want. Oh. And a little bit more. Whoop, what the heck? Why is it not? Alright, whatever. Here we go. And here's what I want to do actually. I want these ones to be louder. Ding, 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 ding. Do we want offbeats even? That might even be cooler. Oops. Here we go. Wait, hold on. I did not move the crashes, okay. This guy's got quick hands. Ding, 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 back and forth. Ding, 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 crash ride, crash ride. All right. Let's see how it sounds with the rest of the groove. That'd actually be cool too for an intro with no drums, or like an interlude. Okay. Wait, has this stopped looping? Ha! The drums are looping. Interesting. Sometimes Ableton just makes its own decisions about what to loop. Although I don't know Ableton 10 as well, so we'll see. This is actually pretty new to me. I'm just going to try a new drum groove. Let's see if we can find a new drum groove that'll work for this. Because even on the big loud part, the cymbals are just too much. What if it was supposed to be a fill? That might clash. That's pretty much what I made. Alright, let's try that. Okay, let's start taming some of this stuff because it's sounding a little unwieldy. How about a LA2A on that bad boy? The organ, I'm saying. Let's get that organ. Wait, what am I doing? There we go. Yeah, that's nice. Do we have any compression? No. We need it. Notice I made the guitar simpler on this one. This is like long, simple, because I knew there was already an organ melody going on here, so I didn't want the guitar doing as many of those blah, 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 blah things, because it was a little too busy. I didn't want it to be distracting, so as I went through tracking the guitar, I kind of made it more simple as we went, so that when we have the full ensemble here. Just adjusting the timing on some of these chords. Whoops. Again, I'm nudging them. I'm going to turn off the grid, actually. I'm still dealing with latency. I'm not going to have to do this stuff soon, guys. Well, not as much. I'm definitely not perfect, but the latency and the stuff with having to do like a team viewer so I can show you guys the screen on my other computer is doing this poor audio rigs head in. I have a streaming computer and an audio computer because I've tried doing both on the same thing, and that's just never going to work. Besides, Mac really doesn't like streaming audio. At least it didn't like years ago when I first started trying to do this. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, shave. Alright, so now we've got all our parts pretty much. So now the only thing left to do is to work on making little mixes, little edits for what the streamer needs. We need like a longer song that would be sort of like, I'm thinking maybe building from the intro to the full thing, or maybe starting from the full thing and building down, and then maybe kind of, like, if we want a big exciting intro, it depends how, how they want. If they want like, 10 seconds of sort of like an intro thing and then full thing, we'll have to look at the content and like sort of make an edit that's roughly synced to that, or that the client wants that. If they want to redo kind of a thing to the music, we could have like a big start and then kind of mellow down while they intro, and then while they're talking or explaining what's happening, maybe some video stuff like graphics or whatever, and then have the music kind of have a like a sharp ending or sort of fade out depending what they want. And then we need some little transitions. In fact, I think I wrote on the notepad some notes on this. Yeah, I did. Nope. I don't know if I can find it right now. But basically, it said what they wanted. They want like a minute or 2 minutes, a minute and a half, something like that in the beginning mix, and then a short little, maybe 4-second clips to kind of transition between sections or between edits in this video review series. So basically, at this point, the only thing left is go back to my notes, make a few different mixes. I usually like to give, if I'm doing this for like a professional client where they've commissioned me to do it, which these streams aren't. This is just me having fun making stuff for anybody who needs content. If you're in the stream, anybody who needs some music for streaming, for like YouTube series, for a website, for social media, for whatever, just give me a link or a @ or whatever, some credit on making the music, and I'll hook you up. Hopefully you like it. Like I said, all this streaming stuff is speed writing stuff. I'm not like going through it with a fine-tooth comb the way I would with like a professional commission. This is more just like to show you guys a quick kind of overview of what the process looks like, get some feedback from you guys if you have suggestions for sounds or questions, that kind of stuff, suggestions. And just, like hook up the community with some copyright-free content, because obviously that's a big thing that's happening right now, is people's videos getting taken down or demonetized or whatever, which, I understand, but I'm trying to do something to help with that situation for people that are trying to create fun content for the community and stuff. So anyway, the point is, for this, I'm going to give like a few different options. That's something that I would do for like a client who's having me write something like larger scale or more in depth or more specific, like what they need, what their needs are. I might give them a couple different options, like usually not more than 2, maybe 3, because too many options, becomes overwhelming for people who aren't like in music, like creative musicians. So I might try 1 or 2 versions of an arrangement of this, maybe one without drums in the beginning, or one with simple drums, or maybe one that gets more into a little quicker. I don't know, a couple different sort of arcs of as far as building energy and letting it drop, so that the client can have a couple to choose from. Like, they might not have to pick one or the other. They might say, hey, I like them both. I'm going to use them both in different situations. Great. You've just created more content for your client, your friend, whoever, And it didn't really take you much more work because in Ableton it's pretty much just okay. Or like any DAW, but especially Ableton, you can just click through these sessions. Like let's say I'm going to launch the intro. I just want a super quick intro, and I'm going to go right into the big full thing. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Like all that intro transition stuff we did, we just totally bypassed and went right to the full mix. Or we could do a super long intro. Where we do this full thing. Probably should have been recording this, but... And now we do the second intro. See, it's like building a little slower. We're kind of cooking. Slow boil. And we get those little guitar details and stuff. Little things for the ear to pick up on. And we could play that again if we wanted, but now... So that's more like how a standard song might build. Of course, most songs might have gone into something else by now, But that's the point of writing music for this context, is we don't want to have a bunch of changes in like form or different kinds of chords or that kind of stuff, because with this amount of energy and having changing rhythms, changing chord patterns, changing melodies, if we're changing too much, it can be distracting. Because remember, this music is an accompaniment to somebody else's content, like visual content. So we don't want to be distracted from the visuals by too much busyness in the music. That's one of the hardest things to do, is to like tone it down. And if a client says, that was too much, to be able to tone it down even more, and without like getting offended or having the music sound like not enough cohesion and stuff. Like I already know if I want to simplify this track, I can pretty much mute that Rhodes. See? That's cool. If having it in there was too busy, that's a perfectly viable alternative. I just take out the Rhodes. Yeah, I put, a good amount of work into it. I tried getting the sound, and tried getting different parts and stuff, but, maybe it's too much. Maybe having the Rhodes in there is just too much. So, okay, great. Mute it, take it out of the mix. Client's happy, I'm happy, Try not to be too attached to your ideas, If I'm going to give some feedback to other like composers and producers out there, try not to be too attached to your ideas, Where do the ideas come from? You can have more ideas, You can come up with more ideas. It's just a fun, creative challenge for you to say, okay, I came up with this, I really liked it, I thought it was going to work really well. Client doesn't like it, it doesn't work for the project, director doesn't like it, whatever. Okay, I'll come up with a new idea. I'll get some feedback, I'll be cool about it, I'll say, yeah, I'd love to try again, And what does that do? That just means that A, the first thing you wrote that didn't work, that's not being used, especially if none of it's being used, you get to use that for something else. Maybe it's not a perfect fit for your next project or 3 projects or 100 projects down the road, but maybe it's close enough to get a jumping off point. Client describes something to you and you think, oh yeah, that music I wrote for that video series that the client didn't end up liking, that kind of sounds like what they want. Then you can pull it up and they can be like, yeah, that's kind of close, just maybe not so much of this, a little more of that. And you're like, okay, great, I'm already halfway there to a scratch track for a new project. So you get to put it in your profile, you get to keep it. It's not like it's just thrown away. As long as you have good file management, organization, and you back up your hard drives, you're not going to lose it. Right? And the second thing is, it's a cool creative challenge to have to redo something you thought, okay, I thought this was going to be good. I thought the client was going to like it. No. Oh well. Now I get to try doing something new and different. It's always fun to start something new. Every producer out there will tell you they've got like 100 unfinished tracks in their hard drives. That's something they started and then got attracted from. Starting stuff is fun, And when you have a new opportunity to start something new to show a client and maybe they're like, oh yeah, I like that, that's a good feeling, and you get the ball rolling and they keep the energy going, and if you're both stoked on it, it's always a good vibe. If one person's stoked on it and the other person's kind of lukewarm on it, like, I don't know, don't try and force that to work. Just take it as a learning experience, take it as an opportunity, take it as an opportunity to learn and grow and to have more fun. And yeah, I think you're going to be good. So same thing with this. Maybe the client likes it, maybe they don't, maybe they want some changes. Either way, this is probably where I'm going to end the stream series on it, because I think we're pretty close, and any changes I make after this probably aren't going to be super interesting to you guys. Let me know if you think otherwise, but thanks for tuning in again, and we'll see you next time. Aloha.